Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.
And Hardcore Dave.
With pros versus champs. Wait, is it pros versus champs or champs versus pros?
I thought it was champs versus pros.
Oh my god.
It's champs versus pros.
I already botched it. Champs versus pros. Episode 1, Secrets and Limes. And at first when I heard that, I'm like, oh great, they're going to have a fucking mission where like they have to roll around in limes and some of it gets into Jordan's eye. And Jordan's like, oh my god, I lost an eye on the fucking challenge. You know what I mean? Like, God took away my hand, but you took away my eye. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
that would have been great.
But, you know, and I say that, I mentioned the Jordan not having a hand thing, because the first thing they mention is like, yeah, hey, I'm Jordan, I don't have a hand. And then they show that shot of him in Free Agents where he's like reaching for that chain. He's like, ah, you know what I mean? And I was
that's his thing, and he says that like the reason I just do these things because I want to show everyone that I can do anything you can do but better.
Right, yeah, and that's cool and shit. And I guess I didn't realize this because I was over it by this point. I'm like, I don't care. Like, it's meaningless that it only has one.
I think it's inspiring.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was at one point, but he's been a hero in my eyes, and a villain, and a dumbass, and all this shit. Where I'm like, I don't think about the non-hand at all. Like, it's never really
the
an
last
issue.
we saw him, he was awesome. He left on a good note as a champ.
Oh, for sure. That's right. Yes, and that's how he's fucking here, man. But we should probably go through this chronologically because we didn't do a pre-show for this.
Nope.
Or a premature pre-show. You know what I mean? Like,
no, because this came right after Invasion.
Yeah, that's right.
And this was preceded by the reunion show.
That's right. Yeah, the reunion show. Oh my gosh.
That was entertaining in itself.
It's a sloppy segue because you want to talk about the reunion.
We can talk about it first.
No. This is a totally different entity. This is, champs versus pros. I want to say pros versus champs. Why? Pros actually beat the champs' ass in this first episode. You know what I mean? And then they went on to beat their own ass. You know what I mean? Like, but that's us getting into the stupid, annoying structure of this quote-unquote season. It's really not a season. It's not season 30 like everyone's saying, right? Everyone online
is calling it season 30, but it's not.
It's not.
This is a spin-off, technically.
Would you call it a spin-off?
I think.
I don't know. It's weird. Would it be more like how
it's
the
like
UFC
a mini series or something?
Yeah, that's true. Because it's not like considered canon in the regular seasons, perhaps?
It's true. On Wikipedia, it calls it a mini-series.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is spun off of MTV's longtime reality
and it's only
show.
A 6-part event. So
6 episodes.
6 episodes. This is the true detective of reality TV right here.
Wow.
Yes. I'm going there. And Lolo Jones is Matthew McConaughey.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that's awesome. But
Louise Hazel is there.
Oh yeah, she's
the
there.
Interrogator or instigator.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god. Well, she could be considered. What's his name? Who's the other guy? The other actor in True Detective. This is all falling apart, Dave. The longer you don't answer me, I'm just like, oh my god, gasping for breath, just drowning in this podcast. Like, where are we, Dave?
I can see his face. I don't remember his name.
I can see his face too, but I can't breathe and talk. What is it? God, he was in Kingpin. He was in Woody Harrelson. Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I can never remember that name.
Yeah, I mean he's awesome though, but you don't think of him in terms of like Oscar contenders, even though he was nominated. Don't? He was nominated twice.
I consider him that rank.
Well, anyways, Louise Hazel is somehow the reason why we give her that bump is that and put her on that parody of the True Detective. It would be Lolo Jones and Louise Hazel standing there in black and white, you know.
The strong
with
British accent.
Both wigs on, black and white, wind blowing, you know, just like the True Detective poster, you know, the cover art and shit.
Wow.
Yes.
I didn't know it looked that way.
I'm gonna make this fucking work.
Okay, but
yeah, but
do we want to get back to the episode?
Oh my gosh. Brilliant, Dave. You know what? You take the notes. You drive. Oh my god. All right. Well, we start off actually kind of jarringly. I didn't watch it when it premiered. It took about a day for me to watch it, but it comes on, and there's a bunch of people. Everyone's just kind of mingling a little bit, and they're in this big. It looks like a real world house. It looks like a '90s real world house because it's a huge room, right?
Yeah, it just looks like a big empty warehouse.
Yes,
that they put walls in, and a kitchen and some couches.
There's some foosball tables there, and people are playing, and some people are sitting on these couches. But yeah, there's no walls because that's how the camera people are just able to record everyone just interacting. And you're there and you're like, well, it's not like they're having this like, oh, hi, how's it going? They're already settled in. And that's the weirdest part of it when it just opens. Everyone's settled in, just doing whatever. And we're cutting with people saying like, hello, I'm Lolo Jones. I'm a fucking natural at this reality TV show. Sign me up for season 30. The real season 30, you know? Like, as soon as she came on, she was just electric. I was just like, holy shit, who is this chick? And she's the only athlete outside of maybe CM Punk that I actually heard of. You know, like, I have heard of Lolo Jones.
How have you heard of her?
I just heard of her as some sort of Olympian, that's all. I never, like, watched her. I just remember her mentioned.
Has she won medals?
You should look that up. Dave, you're going to be fact checker.
Oh, she did win some medals.
In?
Perhaps. I don't know if that was Olympic medals. World Indoor Championships. No, she doesn't have Olympic, but she does have championships.
Still,
World
though,
championships.
Oh, okay. Well, did she compete in the Olympics, at least? No? Was she ever on a Wheaties
She was
box?
favored to win.
She was
Was
favored
she in
to
a
win.
Wheaties box?
She was favored to win. So that means she was in the...
But she tripped, finishing in 7th place.
Oh my god, really?
She went on to win silver in a World Athletics final.
Wow. Oh, and that's
But she tripped in the Olympics. That's like her story. She came up short. Damn. I thought you were building her up here.
Well, I mean, she's still built up on this episode is the thing, you know? Like, who cares what... Like,
she has a big personality and has a big part to do with everything.
Yes, exactly. Like, you could be an athlete and gifted, but, like, when it comes down to, like, being on TV, you could be extremely boring. But she was not boring. She wasn't like a sports athlete hosting SNL where you're like, oh my god, Shaq, you're terrible. You know what I mean?
But did you find her immediately annoying from the get-go? Because I did.
Yeah?
I did not like her.
Are you intimidated by a positive and strong female?
No, she seems like a meathead with not a lot of brains.
Okay, yeah. Well, wait, what'd she win in? The hepatitis run triathlon?
No, that's the other girl.
Oh, who was that? Oh, never mind. What she win in though? What did
Louise
Lolo
Hazel
Jones?
was the girl who did that.
Oh.
She's the hurdler and the bobsledder. Apparently she bobsleds too.
Bobsleds and hurdles. That's basically that's Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. She's one of the few to compete in both.
But, okay, so we also have Bananas raising a toast, and everyone's like, yeah, we might as well. And, like, some people are laughing like, oh, God, he's doing it again. This is Johnny Bananas. But Johnny Bananas is going to clash with people hardcore because it's just Bananas doing his same old shtick. He's like, yeah, I try and stir the pot. I talk a lot of shit. I just stand there and smile and act all quirky and shit, like right outside of the scene where chaos is going down. You know what I mean?
He's always just creeping into a shot and laughing at it just to be a part of it.
Yeah, but. To me, I'm just like, it's not really relevant. There's more interesting things going on.
But Bananas is back, and it's interesting to see what he'll do. Because
Same stuff.
Does he still have to... I still feel like he needs to rehab his image after Rivals 3 finale. Because he didn't really do that last year. He did nothing that made me feel like I liked him.
I just
felt like he was an asshole.
I don't think there's a need. I mean, people didn't really go... There was no opportunity for people to attack Bananas on Invasion of the Champions because it was all random shit, right? There was no sense of like we're gonna go against Bananas. Like the underdogs couldn't go against him, and the champs, it just depended on who went against who that week. It was just so random and shit. So does Bananas now is like, hey, people already forgot about that Sarah bullshit. I'm just here doing my thing, and good for him to make this 6 episode
miniseries.
That's cool, right? Whoever makes it here is clearly deserving, except Ashley K.
Yeah.
Why is she there?
It's the only girl who has nothing going on, apparently.
Yeah. Laurel said no.
Yeah, Laurel said no. They got Veronica. That's another chick that was nothing going on.
No. That's not the thing. The fact that Ashley K is on there at all had us dumbfounded on Invasion of the Champions. Remember that? They were like, she clearly stands out as like, why are you?
It was basically here? Like they couldn't get Sarah to come, or there was someone else they were trying to get.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, yeah, let's stick to the fucking script. Victor Cruz, he walks into the house and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm your host for this, 6-part event."
Yeah, this is strange. We don't have TJ.
Wait a minute. He didn't walk into the house. I got that all wrong.
Didn't they just meet on the beach?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it was so weird. We cut to them just kind of already settled in and just kind of interacting slightly and shit. And then the next day is on the beach, but it's just the champions, right? And they walk and they got that, like everyone's lined up like the right stuff. You know what I mean? When they show the astronauts, walking to the fucking shuttle.
Oh, you remember this?
No?
You paid very close attention.
Anyways, they're walking there, right? And they're standing there, and Victor Cruz is like, "Hey, man, I'm the new host, and I'm going to have you guys go against pro athletes around the world. You guys say you're amazing, and you are, but how do you do against these guys?" And so we have to witness full on that this is just bullshit intro where like the champs are like, who are we gonna go against? You know what I mean? Who could it possibly be?
They know what they signed up for.
Yeah, but why make Yes, I know, exactly. But why make them pretend like, who are those people coming down in those big black vans down the dusty road? You know what I mean? And they get out.
They had to have an entrance though.
But why open in the house? I understand they have to have an entrance, but why open in the house when they already just like, this is the green room before they go on the Tonight Show? You know what I mean?
Well, we're watching it out of order, obviously.
But yeah, for sure. But
to make us interested in this,
no,
it's editing.
You're saying the way it was edited made you more interested this way? No, it should have been.
I'm just saying I understood why they did it.
I don't.
But
no, I'm trying to say it should have opened with the champions coming out with the astronaut walk. You know what I mean? Dominic Cruz establishing the rules, and then the fucking athletes
and we're straight into the mission, but we know nothing about.
No, and then you go to the house, and then you have people. You know what I mean?
Why? And then cut back to the mission?
No, the next day you'll have the mission. But this is different because, like you said, this isn't a real house. You said you don't even think they live there, right?
No, we've never seen any beds. All we see is like a living area. There's a pool table, foosball, like a bar and a kitchen island thing. I don't think they're living there. I think they're staying in hotels in L.A. And then the taxis are taking them there, and they're shooting it right in L.A., right?
Yes. And now I'm thinking, like, you know what? When I said good for Bananas to get on this thing, I would imagine this is going to pay everyone that's involved so much more money than whoever's going to be on season 30. You know what I mean?
Is this a money fight?
Oh my God, this is a money fight. This is a fucking...
Diaz McGregor.
And it's also like what's that word for another fight? Expedition fight?
Exhibition?
Exhibition fight. Exposition fight. Where they just explain they explain the rules of fighting, but don't actually fight.
Just show an exhibit of what fighting is.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm lost again, Dave. Where are we? Anyways, no, this...
versus pros.
Okay, so what you're... I want to jump ahead because, like, so much stuff is just like, yeah, this happens. But let's get back to the mission. Ted Cruz.
Wow. You always have to turn political at some point in a podcast, and I didn't see it going in that direction. Ted Cruz.
First of all, Victor Cruz, who is he? I know he's a football player.
Played for the New York Giants, and he always did the salsa dance.
Oh, okay.
Whenever he'd score a touchdown.
Yeah.
He was a great player. He was on my fantasy team one year. He was pretty sweet.
So this is kind of cool. You're a little bit more behind this Victor Cruz guy than you would say if you were a BMX fan, TJ Lavin, right? TJ?
Honestly, I feel like I missed TJ, and I didn't feel like Victor has a whole lot of personality.
This was a deep, lungs full of fresh air. I was like, this is
I love it.
This is good.
I knew that was going to be your reaction. I miss TJ.
Why? What?
It doesn't feel like the challenge without him. This feels like a reboot, sequel, prequel, or something.
I'll tell you this: if one of the fighters, say if they're like, or maybe one of the athletes is like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I'm beyond MTV. Thank you very much. I was once on NBC on the Olympics. Like, I don't need this shit. And he walks off. And if I was gonna say Dominic Cruz, if Victor Cruz doesn't say like, yo, what's up? That's fucked up. Are you really gonna leave? All right, leave. If he acts like TJ, it'll be fine, right? But if he doesn't, if Victor Cruz is like, oh man, like,
I just want him to be entertaining and say something good. But it seems like he's just kind of reading the script.
Well, so does TJ. He has a very stilted delivery, in my opinion.
I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that.
Did you hear his mouth open,
you know what?
And stop?
I feel like that Victor Cruz, even though he's here, I don't feel like he's doing anything better than TJ. I feel like TJ does it just as well.
Right. We're just kind of going deeper into detail because we just find it very hard to concentrate.
We're missing out on those moments when it's like, oh, TJ showed up, you know?
I'm never felt that. That's the weird thing. Okay. All right. Next. This is actually important. He's like, this is every week. We're gonna before a mission, we're gonna choose a captain, and if your team wins, all that money goes to charity. This is totally like not a real challenge at all. The money doesn't go to them; it goes to their charity.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it's almost cool, like right? Celebrity Apprentice or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Do they have charities? Maybe they don't.
They did do charities, yeah. I mean, at least Celebrity.
The celebrity version.
Yeah, Celebrity did, yeah. $5,000 to your charity of your choice.
It's funny that, like, Ashley Kay has a charity. Like, I have no idea what it is.
Oh, shit.
She's considered, you know, some of the people on the show, it's like, really? Like, you're not really a celebrity.
Well, they still...
but she's doing Make-A-Wish.
They still have worthy causes.
I like Ashley Kay's. It's Make-A-Wish.
There you go. Yeah.
Get John Cena to visit some kids.
What do you want to see, Timmy? I'm Ashley Kay. I won the challenge. She's like, I saw you on the challenge. MTV. Mom and Dad said, I couldn't watch it, but I watched it. You were very pretty. All right, so what is your wish, little Timmy? Can I touch your boobs? No, Timmy. Just one? No, Timmy. I'm going to tell my mama. You.
Keep your hands down, Timmy. How old is
Timmy? I will. But you got a little something on your... No, don't grab it, Timmy.
Timmy sounds like Cartman to me.
Oh, little poopsykins. Timmy, don't touch. All right, so the other thing he says is that winning captain, that money to charity or whatever, but if you're a captain that loses, you're automatically into elimination. And right then, I was like, oh, dude, this is just like Gauntlet 2. Remember? That was all captain shit. That was amazing. And that's like one of my favorite seasons of all time. So I was super stoked at this chunk of the episode. It was very awesome. It was definitely a peak before the valley. Next, what do we have here? The crew says, hey, every week, every episode is going to be a special skill, right? I thought that was pretty important, like agility.
I mean, we're going to have different missions each week, and they're all. It seems like they're all going to be ones that we've seen before, and that they're bringing back and then making them a little bit tougher. And I kind of like that because, like, as viewers of the challenge, it's like, hey, I remember that, and I remember like Camilla was in that, or we've seen this person in, like, we saw Jordan trying to do that.
Oh yeah, totally. It is kind of curious though that, like, I don't know, I was expecting something different, something new to both, as soon as I saw that it was something that people have done before, like Camilla, like Cara, like Jordan, like CT. I was like, what the fuck? This is not fair. And Bananas, he's done it before. You know, again, at this
they gotta give him an edge because it's the pros coming in to MTV's territory. This is a reality TV show. They need to keep that in mind. As much as they think they're professionals, they're now officially on a reality TV show, and they have to play the game of their opponent.
Okay, so
I like that it kind of gives the champs an edge because they've done it before.
All right, I guess.
It kind of evens the playing field.
Does that obstacle course against the ropes, recalled against the ropes, fittingly agility? Like, does that represent agility to you? You're like, yeah.
And upper body strength. A lot of upper body strength.
Yeah. That was weird. But a little bit of commotion happens where Lolo Jones was like, you know, I'm a dual sport athlete. Because Bananas like, oh, let's see here. If we have to do any hurdles, you know, we know that you'll do fine in there. And Lolo Jones is like, when she says I'm a dual sport athlete, what is she? Bobsled and a hurdleist or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
is she the
right away?
No, athlete?
No, she does the. I just said bobsled and hurdles, winter and summer stuff, right? She's the first one to really throw fire and just like very competitive. You know what I mean? She's like, oh well. I mean, Bananas just kind of like says, oh, hurdles. What is that? You know? But Lolo Jones is like, well, all you do is obstacles, right? We do everything. We adapt and shit. And Wes is like, well, this is an obstacle course, so this is our hurdles. This is how we warm up. Because isn't that what Lolo Jones did? She's like, an obstacle course is what we do to warm up or something like that, right?
I don't feel like she's doing obstacle courses.
No, she's saying like, that's what she was trying to say. She's like, this is just an obstacle course. What we do or what I do is legitimately a sport. Right?
Yeah, but you're doing the same thing over and over, and it's a repetitive action that you fine-tune. That's what the Olympic stuff is.
Shit. Yeah,
it's like getting down the stroke of bowling. You gotta fine-tune your skills. But like the challenge, it's a little more on the fly.
Bowling. Oh my gosh. Bowling. They do go bowling. That's so weird.
They had a bowling night. So it was like their 13th birthday party.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a Big Lebowski.
But you know what? I like that. At first, I was like, "Oh, Banana, shut the fuck up." But then I started to realize that those athletes, like, who was that NFL linebacker, the big fucking
Sean
dude?
Merriman.
Sean, yeah, he was just awesome. Like, I don't know what he said. He's like, "We're the real champs here," or something like that, right? And Bananas and Wes threw shit back at them, and I felt after a while when writing this down, I'm like, "That's good." You can't get shit talked in your own house, in your own, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta stand up for yourself.
CT didn't say anything. All the girls laughed. You know, no one said anything back to these athletes except for Bananas and Wes. And to me, I'm like, good for them.
Yeah, right? That's a smart move.
Yeah.
Because the pros, you know that they have this, they go in assuming that they're gonna win because that's what they consider themselves. Pro athletes are gonna always win.
Do you think part of this is just like, Bananas and Wes are like, remember, there's also the mental shit talking that goes into this. You know, maybe they're looking at like CT, why aren't you saying anything? Intimidate them, you know, like fucking, you know, like Darrell, fucking do your thing, you know. Camilla, do something.
Darrell doesn't really trash talk anymore, does he?
Not really.
He just farts on people, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh no! You're trying to dip back into the reunion. Get that shit out of here. Get out of here.
We're start talking about Amanda too.
Poking at her.
Right? Can I bring up her name?
Well, the significance, if you want to say what ties into what, yeah, she won, and on the reunion she debuted. What?
You're talking about Ashley. I said Amanda, but yes, Ashley Mitchell, our new champion, debuted with a new pair of headlights,
which she claims she did not buy with her winnings, right?
Yeah,
but
she like, got them right when she got her winnings.
Yeah, so like, why wait? Like, why wait until you have the money to, you know, spend recklessly or not recklessly? You know, I don't want to put the girl down or whatever.
I have no issue with it, but Ashley always says she's upfront about what she does. She needs to just say like, yeah, I put a boob job with my earnings. But instead she's like, I spent other money on it and not my winnings. I haven't spent any of it.
Oh my god, what if she fucking got with Hunter and convinced him
To buy
like sell the farm and buy her tits.
I can see Hunter getting
she's
played like
these
that.
are all the udders you need to fucking milk at 4 a.m.
Wow.
Get the ranch hand in there.
Took a strange turn real quick.
Oh my god. Alright, well, anyways, the point of this is that this is going to be a female elimination week. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, okay, well, we're going to go female first. Ashley M., she volunteers. She says a lot of these female champs look down on me because I got it so fast. I got the W so quickly. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I kind of see that. You know, both Ashleys, they won very quickly. Everyone else, Cara Maria, how many fucking things did she do? Camilla, how many times did she do it, you know? Veronica, she always won. I think
she was always on a team.
That doesn't... No, it doesn't fucking matter.
She had other people carry her at points.
She didn't... No, she was never carried. You take that back. You bite your tongue.
She's gonna wish she had someone to carry her this episode.
So anyways, Ashley M., she volunteered. She's like, I'll be a leader. Fuck it, right? And it's for facing addiction.
This is a gutsy move. Like, you're putting yourself up there. You might go into elimination.
Oh, I thought you meant by, like, choosing facing addiction as her charity. That was gutsy.
It's a gutsy move, considering she may have her own addictions.
Oh, my God.
Well, she drinks a lot.
Yeah, but she's just like, yeah, but that doesn't count. That's legal, y'all. You know what I mean? Right?
She hasn't been committed to rehab yet, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's true. And then on the pros team is Louise Hazel. She volunteers to be her fucking captain, and she's very British. And I'm like, wow, she just sounds more sophisticated. So I'm like, hey, she brings a level of class to this fucking whole thing.
You thought she was classy? I thought she came off as very over the top and just like, no, British snob,
yeah,
like very paunch or
pompous, yeah. Just with the accent? Well,
she seemed very demeaning and belittling of other people.
But, you know, I appreciated it because she's going to do some crazy shit later in the episode, right? At first, I'm like, yeah, that is kind of annoying. But if you don't do anything with that, if you don't turn heel and you're just like, yes, I fucked her over, fuck Lolo, you know, fuck Lolo, YOLO, you know what I mean? How often can you fuck Lolo over? YOLO. You only live once. Did you know that's what that meant?
Yes, I know what YOLO stands for.
Apparently it was very new over in Britain. She just heard it. You know, because meanwhile, like...
About 7 years behind on the time.
No one's... Not 7 years has been. But all those people have died. They don't say YOLO. That's why you don't hear it anymore. They all died. They're like, YOLO.
How did they die?
Probably
before they did something stupid.
Doing the prank thing. Remember? the plank thing. Remember the plank meme or whatever?
And then they just fell on their face in traffic.
Yeah. That's true, man. Man, you really brought this podcast down, man. I don't want to fucking...
You wanted to talk about planking. No way. YOLO? I don't think so.
Anyways, Louise Hazel, she's the one with the HEPA... What's it called? Hepathlete. Where it's like 5 or 6 things, right?
Yeah. There's like javelin, shot put, running, long jump.
That's awesome. That's cool.
It's very impressive.
But she volunteers, and you know what her charity is? Save the Children.
Yeah. What does Save the Children do?
They save the children, Dave.
Apparently.
From all
save
sorts
them
of
from
stuff.
What? Poverty?
No, they're like...
Provides relief, child's rights, helps support children in developing countries. Okay. I like Save the Children.
So far, not a douchebag charity for some reason. None of these charities where I'm like, fuck off.
Well, we don't know the economics of these charities. Some charities have a large profit margin, and some are non-profit.
Really?
So we possibly could look through these and figure out which ones are the legit good ones and which ones are there to make
and
who
cash. Holds stock in such of these profitable charities. Am I right?
Does Make-A-Wish Foundation? I feel like they probably profit, right?
Yeah.
No way.
These little kids, they don't know anything about finances. We tell them to write it all to us. Leave it. We get them to what is it called when you divorce your parents? emancipation.
Oh,
we get all these Make-A-Wish kids to emancipate the parents and make us legal guardians. So all the money goes to us after they die. Oh, that's horrible. Oh my god.
That's a perfect segue. We have our third co-host just walked in the door.
Matt, are you ready to record? He's got a phone call.
Alright. Well, Matt will be back in bed. He's got to go and talk on the phone.
Right. Should we keep going? Let's try and blaze through this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to do that rope challenge, and they begin. Except it's divided into 2 heats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to say about this. There's the ropes. They try and cross and not fall into the water. We've seen it before. It was interesting to see who was going to do good. But I did think it was noteworthy that they had the champs go first, so that way the pros, who have never done it before, could kind of get a strategy on what to do. And the champs went out there and they did well, and they kind of showed them what they needed to do.
It's totally fair, yeah. The first heat, I just want to say, it was Bananas, Wes, Camilla, Jordan, and Cara Maria. Wes was the first one to fall off, and not only that, the only person to fall off. In this particular heat,
and you're
for the
a big
champs,
fan of Wes,
I am a
as
huge
am
fan.
I.
Yes. And I was
I'm happy to see him back, first off.
For sure. Yeah.
That's awesome, he's back.
I was just, I was like, oh, damn it, Wes, come on. This is the big leagues here.
I know.
The closest thing to the big leagues.
Wes always likes to make himself look a little bit vulnerable in the beginning. But everyone knows that they don't want to mess with him.
All right. I buy that, I suppose. Yeah, but, so anyways, they struggled. They get to the other end, and only Camilla gets to that end in the allotted 5 minutes, right? So yeah, they only get one person across. And right away I'm like, oh, that's not very good. But we'll see how these fucking pros do it. You know what I mean? Should we just pause it and just like record?
Matt, you want to join the podcast?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Can you? So anyways, we
Battle of the Challenges podcast.
No, we're not starting
Part
all over
2.
again. No, there's no need for that.
DJ Matty Nice.
There's yeah. Oh yeah, I guess. Should we just do a thing? Well, no, we
Vincent
already said he's
and
here.
Hardcore Dave.
Did we say he's already here? DJ Matty Nice?
Yeah.
Say something.
Hey. Good to be back.
I'm gonna try and. I think you should be a little bit closer, but
I could jump on Dave's lap.
That won't be necessary.
All right, so we just got done talking about the champs went first on that rope obstacle thing, and Wes fell off.
Wes.
That sucks.
He looks a little chubby too. I gotta admit.
No way. In fact, if anything, he put on muscle. I would
muscle?
Cultivated mass? No.
Cultivating mass. Yeah.
A little bit. He maybe looked a little more firm.
It did suck
he was
because
pretty just skinny, like a skinny regular dude last season we saw him.
I think he put on some weight, man. I think he did.
Hitting the gym.
Yeah, and you know what though? People will fall on this thing, like CT will fall on. So I don't feel that bad.
Guys typically have done the worst in it.
That's true.
So,
so pros heat now. The pros heat. I don't even know who's on there. There's that big Sean dude. What's his name?
Sean Merriman.
Sean Merriman. Candace, the WNBA player, and then there's like two other people, and then Gus.
Kia Blanco, Louise Hazel, Louis Vito.
I'm not saying that they're on this particular.
Oh, you're just saying this heat.
Yeah, on this heat, and I don't remember who it was, but Gus was there.
Gus was in the second heat, wasn't he?
No, he was in the first pros heat.
Are you sure? Because he did the Superman thing. Oh yeah, because that's when they got the 3 across.
Yeah, he did. So Sean, he did fall. That big dude, he fell, and Candace fell. Maybe because she was a big lady. She was a fucking basketball player, right?
Yeah. And she was really tall. I mean, she was even taller than Lola, and Lola was a beast.
That's true. And that's where Gus saved himself, and he was like, "Oh, this will be fine because he's a skier. What is he? What's Gus? I don't remember.
A snowboarder, or what is he?
Nice.
I have no idea.
He's a skier, an Olympic medalist.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right.
Looks like a damn gymnast up there.
Yeah, and I don't know who the other 2 people were that got across, but they got across. So they got 3 pros got across, and only 1 champion got across in those 5 minutes. That's fucked up.
What was the one champ that made it?
Camilla.
And everybody else fell.
No, it's just they didn't cross within that 5 minutes.
Yeah, Wes.
Oh, I thought they did.
Wes fell, and
no, that's the first heat.
And one of the girls fell, didn't they?
No. Wes was the only person to fall in that first heat. And so now we're going to get to the champions' second heat, and this is where more people are going to fall.
Yep.
I don't have anything written down. It's just not Bananas. So it's CT, Darrell, Veronica. Oh shit! I think Veronica falls.
She
right?
did fall. Yep.
Yeah, Veronica.
Rather quickly, I might add.
Well, not too quickly. I mean,
yeah.
I think it was a ladylike amount.
Second or third rope.
And make sure. And remember, they went to a cut where they were on like the first 2 or 3 ropes, and there was only a minute and a half left.
But wasn't
it took them so long.
Wasn't CT like standing on her legs? Who was the girl who fell because CT was standing on them too long?
Jeez. I really don't. I don't have anything written down. I just know that one person crosses. I think, right? No,
nobody made it in the second heat.
Oh my god!
It doesn't matter who made it and who didn't.
I'm talking about the pro seed. Never mind. It's all fucked up. But the champs though, Ashley falls, Veronica falls, CT falls. Ashley, Kay, and Darrell, they don't make it in time because the pros. I think they get another person across within the 5 time limit. But either way, the point is the pros fucking won, and I was like, wow, that's pretty bad for the champs, right? Or no, were you just like, no, that makes sense?
To me, I was like, this makes sense because it was purely a physical competition. Yeah. And then I thought in my head, I was like, well, what are the producers, what are they trying to go for here? Do they want their champs to lose to the pros? No, I think they want to keep it competitive. And MTV, when they wanted certain people to win in the past, like Bananas, they have skewed the eliminations in their favor. So I feel like they're going to put in more puzzles, more mind game stuff that's going to level the playing field. But the pros are expected to win because this was an athletic mission. Once they get to some puzzles and some math problems, Ashley's going to outmath them all.
But negotiations.
But there's no puzzles when it comes to, like, you know, they're talking about speed, agility, strength, perseverance, or whatever. There's no, like, mind shit for an athlete ever, is there?
So is it just, if you're a pro, all of your charities are going to get tons of money, and then the champs charities are going to get nothing?
I guess so. I mean, some people are going to be glad.
I think they'll even the playing field somehow.
Veronica's Planned Parenthood. I'm sure a lot of people are like, yeah, good. We don't want her to get any money.
Oh, she got booted off the first episode.
I'm going to make a note that.
Well, Trump is president now, so it's
the champs are a little past their prime.
Not all of them.
You did make that point. Well, there's Veronica. Well, there's also other
Veronica.
Well,
Wes and Veronica. Well, somewhat recent, but the same as CT, but CT won more.
He just won this one. I mean, he is super old, but he did just win. Super old.
I mean, it was like 4 years ago. How long ago was it?
Just win CT. Oh,
no,
are you talking about Wes? Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying Wes in his prime, jacked.
Right.
You know, CT in his prime, a fucking rabid dog. Bananas, you know, he's getting older too.
Jordan's in his prime. He just came off a win.
Yeah, Jordan would
Johnny's in his prime. I think Darrell, even though he's coming back, he still looks really good.
But what about these athletes too? Isn't Sean retired NFL linebacker or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah, in NFL terms, he's washed up.
Candace is washed up in terms of the WNBA, you know?
Well, she's retired, not necessarily washed up.
Okay, whatever. But anyways, so
played
now
for 12 different teams. That's a lot.
Is that impressive? How many teams did Michael Jordan play for?
2.
Bulls and was it the no? It wasn't the Wizards.
The Bulls and the Wizards, yeah.
Oh my god! How did I know that? That's awesome. Oh shit!
I believe he got drafted by some other team, and then he got traded.
Okay. Well, anyways, the pros win. And Louise Hazel, since she was the winning captain, she gets $5,000 to her charity. I don't remember what it was.
I think we can all be happy.
Save the children.
Save the children. Yeah, exactly.
$5,000. Good for her.
So Ashley M, she does not get any money for Face the Addiction. You know,
and she gets automatically put into elimination.
Oh yeah, it's harsh. And to me, I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is great. And then the challenge decides to put in a wrinkle of sorts, and I'm like, this is fucking annoying. So back at the house, Victor Cruz shows up, and he says, hey, guess what? Even though the pros won, they have to go in elimination as well. And not against a champion. They're going to go against each other, right? Isn't that kind of stupid? Isn't that almost like a waste of, like, champions versus pros?
So would you rather that one team get smaller and dwindle away, possibly, while the other team stay large?
Well, that's one way to argue the point, but I'm just saying, you personally, how did you feel about this decision? Did you like it?
I think it is a mistake. I agree.
That's what I want. I want to know how you feel. I don't want you to point out.
But I knew that because I already read about it a couple of weeks ago. So to me, it wasn't a surprise. It was just like, yeah, this is what it is.
Okay. I think they could have done it where the person that won, that team captain that won, should be able to pick the opponent's person to go in against their team captain. So
Hazel could have chose who went against Ashley M?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes... and...
Because then, it gives you a little more incentive for winning.
Is that like the gauntlet?
Well, what's happening here, I guess... No, this is more like Invasion of the Champions. This is really like a waste. It was called Invasion of the Champions, but the champions, they didn't fight each other in elimination. And the challengers, the underdogs, they only fought each other. It was just like, what's the point?
Yeah, why do you have to face your own teammates? Yeah. Why can't you face your opponents?
They wanted to put the drama in there. Who's going in against...
That was dramatic, but I was like, man, it's a missed opportunity to really put these two armies against
come on. Like, who doesn't want to see CM Punk versus CT
in
an elimination?
Oh my god,
that's a dream match.
Oh my god.
Or Darrell versus CM Punk.
Darrell versus Sean Haggerty? What's his name?
Merriman Haggerty.
Let's be honest, I don't even know if CT would have a chance against Sean Merriman.
No one has a chance.
Doesn't that sound amazing? Doesn't that sound absolutely amazing? That's what I wanted to see, but we're only going to see them go against each other in missions and for charity. So it's very just like...
It's weird. It's like everyone showed up, but they're not going to fight each other until the finale. So it's just a bunch of preamble.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, so what did you think about... Well... then all of a sudden, you got the stoke in the fire.
Yes. We'll get right to that. Ashley M., I don't remember what that... It didn't matter. The most important thing was the pros side. They have to decide who's going to go... Or no, Louise decides to pick. Or gets the decision, right?
They get to vote.
Yes.
But they decide to put names on a line instead.
Yeah, because Lolo Jones at this point is saying like, well, I shouldn't have to go in because I own my own charity, so it means a lot to me, so I shouldn't have to...
I know that she was basically
saying that she hadn't won any money for her charity.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be right.
And it rubbed Louise the wrong way.
And Louise was right, because in her British accent, she clearly states that, like, that's like saying that your charity is any more important than someone else's. It's like we're all equally important, whatever you chose for charity.
So it rubbed Louise Hazel the wrong way, but for that brief second, I'm like, no, she's a pro athlete. She's not going to dive into this muddy challenge persona like Lolo has. You know what I mean? I was like, it's not going to happen. Totally not true. And Matt, you fucking saw it when they draw.
Well, they set it up because they cut away after Lola was talking about her charity. She's like, well, all our charities are basically the same. And then the lime incident.
Yes.
Can we name it? Can we name it something? Limegate?
Yes, it's Limegate.
Limegate. All right.
It seemed innocent as could be when it first started. Just, drawing names out of a hat. So they write their name with a Sharpie and a line, put it into that little ice bucket, and draw it out.
Yeah.
And Lola, the team captain, is in charge, so she draws the line.
No, Louise.
Or Louise.
She draws the line. She reads
Lola's name.
She reads it so convincingly. I didn't catch it. And it was only until she just dropped it without really showing anyone, that's where you would catch it, right?
I saw
the way
they made a specific cut frame of her dropping it back into the hat as everybody was talking.
Right.
But she made sure that no one else was standing next to her. She had her hand around it and just placed it back down in there. I immediately thought, she could have just said whatever name she wanted.
Oh, it was great. I didn't really think that happened at all, but it turned out to be true because she was like, I randomly drew Lolo, but really it was like Tia or whoever that one was.
She never came out and say it, but she says, but maybe if I drew Tia's name and I said Lolo's name.
Yeah, she was... Oh, it was great. I was like, man, she kind of fits into the show too, just like Lolo.
She's got some strategy. I like it. And you know what? Lolo was making a big stink about her charity, and she's kind of just being abrasive and not knowing when to shut her mouth.
Yeah.
and it's kind of rubbing people the wrong way.
I think she fit right in with a reality star.
Well, she does a little too well, and we've seen how this works out. Like, people will end up throwing you in if they don't like you. And that's what happened.
That's true. Meanwhile, on the champion side, to decide who goes against Ashley, Bananas, I don't know what he says. He's like, someone needs to make the decision. I don't even know what word he used, but he was like, Wes, what do you say? And Wes is like, I think that we're all champions, but whoever had the most recent wins holds the most weight. And right then I was thinking, I'm like, oh shit, that's Veronica for sure, right?
It was a great line, and you know what? And it was something that Bananas would hear and immediately be like, yes, I agree, because he won 2 years ago. And then CT's going to agree with it.
It was a woman elimination, right? So...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but just to set this precedent, because this rule may apply for next week when it's Guy's turn.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so Darrell could go in next time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Darrell's the veteran.
I think we saw what happened, didn't we, in the... Are we going to talk about that?
Oh, no, we'll get into that, I guess, later. But, okay, so if Veronica is voted in, and I'm like, no, like, Veronica's
That's
cool.
That's fine. Veronica is kind of washed up. And, like, CT, he's back, and he has a dad bod. Veronica's rocking the mom bod here.
Yeah, but that's more of a MILF bod. I mean, you got to pronounce it right. MILF.
Well, she's got a... I don't know what kind of face that is. That's not a MILF face or a mom face.
Veronica was always pretty good looking.
She was, but she's not good looking anymore.
She's like this voluptuous, I don't know, Hispanic lady. I like
it. She's not as good looking as she was.
Salma Hayek of reality TV. I mean, how could you not like her?
Her personality was never something that would win me over either.
But won me more than Salma Hayek did, right? She wins in that regard, right? I don't know.
She looked past her prime and had like a CT dad bod, so I could see why they think she's the weakest, and that was Wes's way of putting in the weakest.
It was an eloquent way of saying it. Very respectful in a way. Just like, you know what? Who hasn't won recently?
I think that's why Bananas deferred to Wes, because Wes can put it a little more eloquently.
Yeah, really. Bananas would be like, there's no love lost. They're like, no, Bananas, that doesn't apply to what you're trying to say here.
Now you're going to like, piss off your own teammate.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But Bananas had his own good strategy in this episode, too. I
throwing the... Oh, later on, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, shortly after, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the pairings is decided, and then randomly we cut to the bowling alley.
And you forget the fight.
What fight?
The pros team fight where Lola was throwing a fit.
Oh yeah. I guess we kind of bypassed that, but that's what led to the
bowling alley. Yep.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right. And like Bananas is peeking his head around the corner and laughing and saying like, you know what, you guys are on the challenge and you forgot that.
Oh, right, yeah, that's right.
They're imploding. They look like they were strong in the mission, but now that they've had some time to stew, they just, like, they're combustible.
Well, I mean, in reality, typically the challenge season, if you win, you're safe. But the past couple seasons, like, the producers are like, no, it doesn't matter, you still gotta fight each other, and it's stupid as shit.
Usually you win your immunity.
Yeah. So, to me, that makes sense, and that's gonna piss off anyone. You know, so it's not just because they're pros and they're not used to this world. It pissed off everybody that had to go through it. You know, so the fact that Bananas is like, oh, this is a different world. You can't handle it. Look at how they're crumbling. Well, everyone does that. You know.
I don't know if he was doing that. I was just saying. I think he's like, welcome to the challenge, kind of a thing. Like,
I know, but like at the same time, that shit was gonna happen to anyone. So I feel like him saying welcome to the challenge is like, well,
you know what? I think Johnny needed to do a little like. Rebuilding of his personality and
which he's not
public perception.
To do at all.
But you know what? Him acting like a good voice of like, hey, don't count us out. We're the challenge. You guys are making yourself look silly. Yeah, you're good athletes, but mentally you don't know how this works like we do. So I like how he kind of just like, yeah, you can be a good voice of the challenge. It's a mini-series. Johnny Bananas, he needs to do something entertaining. And you know how Camilla has always annoyed me for years? Mm. Well, Johnny has too. And this is Johnny's season to actually like, hey, good job. Slow clap for you.
All right.
Because Camilla, I've always hated her for years, and last year she won me over.
Yeah.
She took it all away in the reunion show. Man, Camilla took it away quick. Yeah.
Damn,
she looked so white trash.
Bringing up the goddamn reunion.
Well, you said we weren't going to record and talk about the reunion show. I want to throw it out there.
Both of you, get it out of your system real quick. Talk about it for like 2 minutes. Camilla wore like what? Nothing.
She wore a see-through dress with a thong. I think it was a unitard underneath that ended up being a thong.
Might as well then. Yeah. And then she was like twerking for no reason to tell off Amanda, and it was just awful.
And Amanda, I thought, was awesome.
Amanda?
Yeah.
Yeah?
She was right about the whole Bruno thing with the kissing. There was no finger banging with Jenna, but kissing, that was revealed. That was a shocker. I didn't see that coming. I was always in Jenna's corner.
Oh, nice pun. Shocker. I like that. Remember, apparently she was free to fuck Jenna. Yeah. All right. Well, are we over the reunion? Because
okay, I mean, we can talk about maybe a little Cara Maria getting in the whole Laurel. Wow, Laurel is...
They did hate each other, yeah.
Laurel looks very jealous of anyone talking to Nicole, and she comes off as a crazy lady.
Well, Laura's an alpha, though.
Do you think that's why Laurel's not back on this thing? Because they don't want to be anywhere near each other?
Which is... They'll make up.
Do you think Cara Maria has contract demands? She's like, no, I will not go against Laurel.
I've never seen them just straight up scream at each other like that. That was a little more intense, right? Right?
They got into it.
It was passive aggressive in Free Agents.
Yeah.
You know, remember they would just sit right next to each other in the same room, and Cara's just crying, and Laurel's just like, you know,
well, they were always weird friends because Laurel's so anti-emotional, and Cara's the exact opposite. She's this emotional. Yeah. I was just saying, if she wants to be a lesbian, I don't care. If you want, or bisexual, or whatever she is, I have no problem with it. But
her acting like a bitch and yelling at Cara Maria, who has nothing to do with your relationship, she's stated multiple times. But Laurel just has an issue with the fact that Cara Maria was Nicole's first choice. Yeah. Nicole wanted Cara Maria. She did. And now Laurel is so hesitant in her head and she feels inferior about it.
They even made him watch it where she's like, Cara's hotter, basically. And Cara turned it down.
And Laurel got sloppy seconds.
And then Laurel.
She was a little upset about it.
Sounds like the Teresa West Kenny affair.
A little bit. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Okay, well we should get back to this season.
But then Kenny banged his ex-fiancée, so... That probably didn't go over too well.
Oh my god, so Laurel has to get with Abram, right? That would be the ultimate, like, end of the... And Abram wouldn't mind that. He's like, I've had 3-ways before. Well, that wouldn't be a 3-way, but, like, remember when he banged Veronica and Rachel on the Gauntlet? Remember that?
No.
Oh, shit, no? That's right.
Yeah.
Did I swear on the podcast? I remember.
We'll talk with our sponsors, but we'll edit it out if need be.
Let's get to the bowling alley. And to me, I laughed.
I like the strategy on it, though.
No, I mean, yeah, but the fact that it took place in a bowling alley seems so fucking weird to me. Didn't it seem kind of like
I liked it because it gave them something to do, but they weren't just sitting in a club smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol.
I just don't think that... Oh, really? I guess they weren't... Better. Were they really drinking? No, they were drinking before.
Yeah, but it wasn't just like the stupid dark nightclub that we always see. It's always the nightclub, and there's nowhere else they go.
I just couldn't imagine NBC, ABC, the head honchos, when they have two giant forces competing against each other for a 6-week special. That's all. You know, maybe it never happens again. They don't go to a goddamn bowling alley. You know, like I just felt that was.
Maybe they should go to like a horse race or something, or
yes, a horse race. I want to see him Punk the Therapist take his like, God damn it and shit.
They have to make bets on the horses, and then whoever gets in first, they get money for the charity.
It just turns out one of them was a ex-gambling addict.
Oh my yeah,
blow their entire fortunes.
Jordan, we know it's gonna be Jordan with that mustache.
Yeah,
he looks like a bookie.
Yeah, Jordan's like, you know, when you lose a bet to the Yakuza, they chop your fucking fingers off.
Oh. And you know what? He was saying that to Lolo Jones to win her over because...
Oh, yeah. He shows up and he's like, hey, here's a drink and here's some limes. Oh, what is it written on? Like, I can't tell or whatever. And at first I was like, oh, he's just trying to be like fucking bananas, you know, just talking shit. But Lolo Jones is like... That's hot.
She was eating it up. Yeah, he was kind of flirting with her, and she was liking it. And I was like, it's very Jordan of Jordan to do that. Because that's what he does?
Oh, shit. And Jordan, he got with Laurel, who is another fucking alpha female, right?
Yeah,
that's totally shit. He likes
Jordan's not less than a man. He's more than a man.
No,
he's out to prove it.
He likes to be the dominated person in the relationship.
Oh,
right?
Is that why he wears all the spandex?
Yeah.
Like Bananas, he gets an opportunity and he starts to go on a rant.
Yeah, he sits down with the opposing team and he plants the seeds of doubt.
The seeds of doubt, and I love it.
What was he saying exactly?
I don't know. He was just saying, like, this is how it's gonna go, and it's gonna keep getting worse and shit.
The lines in the sand are being drawn. You can see there's a divide
between your own team. And stuff
exactly. Because
he's
trying to fan the hate.
Yeah, and I like how even if it kind of was happening, he's pointing it out and making it aware for everyone to know. So then that way, when it's votes next time,
and he goes to the drama queen of their team, the person that's going to make the biggest stink about it.
Oh yeah. And now we're going to go to the elimination, which is in the arena, and it's called Pull No Punches. We've seen this. This was Wall Brawl from Free Agents, where you fucking punch holes and climb up the wall and stuff. Yeah. And it was great because Bananas is like, Jordan, it's your worst nightmare. And they're standing there, and Jordan and Bananas are on camera. He's like, yeah, the last time I was here, I was living with my tail between my legs, panting very loudly in the podcast.
I know, I keep doing this.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Hold on, 1 second. Get out!
I need to go make another drink.
Get out.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
he's been attacking me.
Alright, on to the elimination night, which is in the arena. And Victor Cruz is there, and he's like, yeah, this is the challenge and shit. Oh, real quick, Matt, how did you feel about Victor Cruz as a host?
Ooh, you're going to put me on the spot right here.
Yes.
And there's going to be a lot of inflamed fans if I say against TJ. I think he did well as a host. I thought he brought a different angle as a host, a little more energy.
Sounds like you're waiting to say, but TJ, right?
Is a fan favorite.
Yeah, but why? Okay, whatever. Sure.
I mean, you know what? It's been a big discussion I've seen of people about, whether or not Victor Cruz versus TJ. And why they didn't bring TJ in.
I like
so we probably should get it out of the way.
You know what? I think that Victor Cruz was rather bland and didn't really bring much emotion or personality. And I feel like TJ, just the fact that we know him, and he makes me feel like it's a challenge. It didn't feel like the challenge without TJ.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Everyone says, oh, you gotta love TJ. Well, if you didn't know TJ and you watched him for the very first time, you're like, God, what? No, you wouldn't even have a reaction. He doesn't leave an impression unless someone wants to quit.
But it's his voice. Yeah, it's not supposed to be his personality. He's not supposed to be Steve Harvey on the Family Feud.
Is he the Mike Goldberg of UFC commentary, where it's like you just like the cadence of his voice?
Well, Mike Goldberg's legit terrible, and UFC is better off without him. TJ, he does exactly what they ask him to do.
Yes.
He doesn't need to be like Steve Harvey on the Family Feud.
Is what I'm saying.
He doesn't need to make his personality bigger and talk more. You seem to think he needs to bring more to it, but Victor Cruz doesn't.
No, when he brings his personality, it's just him being an asshole to the people that don't want to be there.
He's shaming people when they do
and
shitty
that's
stuff.
All, though. That's all. He's not a positive person at all. He doesn't get
me
rep for a mission.
He compliments people. He's like, "You guys really killed it. I'm proud of you.
You killed it." Is that in the popular lexicon yet? The zeitgeist of
it's in the challenge culture? Lexicon. It has to be.
Yeah, whatever. Oh my God. Okay, fine. Anyways,
I'm in the middle of this.
I miss TJ.
I just want to point you out that I'm in the middle. I don't actually have strong feelings one way or the other.
All right, that's what we want to hear.
Well, I just know that I don't feel like Victor Cruz is going to get rave reviews. It's a solid job, but nothing special.
Let's get on to the wall elimination thing against Veronica, and it's Veronica and Ashley Mitchell.
And they said that they made the wall thicker, so it's going to be harder to punch through.
Yes, every time that Victor Cruz is like, since this is pro athletes, we're making it a little bit more difficult. Shit. So this was way taller, and the board was way thicker and shit. And it's Ashley M versus Veronica. They start off, and I believe Ashley M was ahead, and then she fell. And I'm like, oh shit, it's over. Veronica, fucking go
but
for it.
Veronica was just stuck where she was at. She was so slow and she couldn't quite do it. And I thought Ashley's tiny little arms, I'm like, she won't be able to punch through that wall. Her arms are too tiny. Veronica has a advantage here.
There was a lot of like open palm slapping at the wall to break it.
Yeah, they would like soften it up and then do the finishing blow.
And
Veronica had bloody knuckles at the end.
6 inches on Veronica.
Yeah, she's very tall. Yeah, that's true.
And then you probably had an arm length in there. It's probably a pretty decent size advantage, especially if they were both equally high on the wall. Ashley could reach up.
But it was more of a quickness in how she did that last leap up when she fell down and then she climbed all the way up. She only punched like 1 or 2 more holes and then she was ringing the bell.
Yeah, so
it was dominating. Like, good for Ashley. She's the returning champ. She volunteered to be the captain. She has to go in, and she dominates. And she's like, boom, pow, surprise. And I don't have to go in for the next couple weeks.
And she also pays respect to Veronica. She's like, no one's better than her. She's a 3-time championship. I like that. I was like, Ashley's also a fan. What were you going to say? You're like, yeah, well.
I don't feel like we're seeing the same Veronica anymore. She didn't look as good.
She's the BJ Penn of her time.
That's true. She was making a comeback, but sometimes your comeback fight, you don't win.
Okay, well, spoilers. Veronica's on the next season, season 30. So
yeah. Do we think she's gonna stick around long? Because I would assume that she wouldn't.
All right. Well, anyways, Veronica's out of there. That sucks. Now we're gonna have
I'm okay with it.
Lolo versus Candice. This is gonna be awesome.
This is awesome. And Candice, ever since her first interview in the beginning of this episode, I thought like, okay, seems like the most normal person on this champ team that I can relate to. Mm-hmm. Very down to earth. So I'm like, I'm rooting for her. She's retired WNBA player. Like, I think she can do this. I'm like, Lolo Jones. I'm like, what? She hurdles, she runs. I'm like, this is more strength and grit.
I don't know. I secretly like Lolo.
Yola?
Lolo. I secretly like her.
You don't have to keep it a secret. Just
she keeps
I don't think pronounce your love.
Yeah, well, now it's no longer a secret, is it?
I
don't know what it is. She's a beast physically. Mm-hmm. She looks. I mean, she's absolutely ripped.
Mm, yeah.
She terrified all the women, the champ women. And I hope she comes back and does Future, no matter what. Just this little peek I've seen of her. I think she'd meld well with the show, and I really want to see her versus
I feel like she's put a target on her back, though.
Oh, definitely.
Because she's a strong competitor, and her personality has been a little combustive.
Yep.
So now I think people are going to be aiming for her. Yep. But who's going to be able to take her out? She could be like Laurel.
Yep.
Wait a minute, spoilers. So Lola does beat Candice.
She does.
We have to make sure that's clear. Yeah, you know what? That was...
She does it quite convincingly.
I think they both did better than Ashley M. or Veronica. Didn't it seem like that a little bit? No?
Well, there's so much editing, you never really know. But
it did seem like they got up there fast.
All I can tell you is Lolo was absolutely fucking dominant.
She did, like, Ashley finished it, but she didn't. She fell down first. Lolo just fucking scaled it like nothing.
And she was punching through in one hit.
And you know what? They said they made it thicker. If Ashley was able to punch through it and win, it couldn't have been that thick. Because we've seen people in past seasons who couldn't punch through it.
Yeah.
And Ashley's not the strongest girl ever.
Man, you know what? It's the confidence from the tit job, man. That's what it was, right? Yeah. I think that's what it is.
She's riding high right now.
She didn't use the money from the challenge win for it.
Yeah, which to me...
We both disputed that notion. Because she bought it right after she won.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Right when she got the money.
Well, now she has money to put into savings that she had money in.
It's going to be interesting how it affects her as a challenger. So far, it's worked very well.
My point is, it doesn't really matter if she used the challenge money or didn't use the challenge money. She still spent $6,000
I just think it's weird. It's weird because she's trying to say that she didn't use her winnings on it. But it's like, Ashley, you're always upfront about everything. Just be real. Be honest about it. Like, who cares? It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's awesome.
Looks great. I think if
I'd probably buy a new car.
Happy in her own body.
That would be compensating for myself in my own way. You know, if I bought a fast car, right? Everybody drives a fast car is overcompensating.
Which we also know who also got tit jobs for the challenge. We had this discussion.
Casey did. She got 3rd place on Fresh Meat, and she bought herself a pair. Siobhan, Kellyanne.
Casey was the worst.
Yeah, she was.
But I feel like Kellyanne always had it. Siobhan always had it. She didn't
reason.
Get it with her challenge winnings.
Yeah,
Siobhan had it before. Yeah.
Yeah, Siobhan did. Yeah. All right. Well.
What about Paula? Paula always had it.
Oh my god. Well, a cumulative money that she's gotten over the seasons than she got herself.
I felt like she always had right?
No, she didn't. No.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
No. Well, anyways, yeah, Candice
Enough
is
about
out.
Boobs.
Candice is gone. Candice, we can't see her boobs at all. And you know what? That's sad. That's sad boobs. Because she had greaterthan.org. That was her fucking charity. And I was like, man, this shitty. What's greater than .org? I don't know.
Oh, no, that's the AIDS Foundation. Because her dad ended up having a heroin addiction and then contracted AIDS.
Shit, that's
and then died in 1991.
That was such a harrowing tale.
Did she get $1,000 for...
Yeah, that's the thing.
She got $1,000.
Yeah. Victor Cruz is like, you know what? There's no losers here. It's a participation sort of thing, you know? Like, these people are treated like for real celebrities. So, $1,000 win or lose. You know, and $1,000 to Veronica, too, for Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. Which, Planned Parenthood needs more than $1,000.
Charity, I'm okay with them giving the money. If this wasn't
but
for
this
charity,
is not a lot of money. Compared to other shows on TV, they put a lot more money towards charity. And they're like, oh, 20,000, 50,000. They're like 1,000, 5,000.
If they bring in pros in future competitions and they bring in more of these reality
seasons, do they need to do a celebrity season of the challenge where they bring in celebrities?
That would be
it's not going to be season 30 coming up. It's not going to be
season 30.2.
Season 31. 30.2. Well, yeah, that was the end of the episode. Veronica, you're gone. You will be missed. And you know what? Barely saw what's her name, the basketball player. She's gone.
Candice. Yeah, I liked her a lot. Now she's gone. That sucks. But we didn't get to see a lot of people this episode.
Like CM Punk. We barely
CM Punk,
mentioned him.
was he even there? Like, he never talked, I don't think at all.
Yeah.
But I liked the two women. I liked the British lady. What's her name?
Yeah, Hazel.
I thought she came off as arrogant and a little condescending when she would talk.
Because it was the accent.
It's the accent. Yeah, I gotta say it's the accent.
Yeah.
No, it's her attitude too.
Like,
and she plays into it.
She tried to fuck over Lolo, and that to me, I'm like, I don't.
She's
care.
like, maybe I did it, maybe I didn't. I probably looked at someone else's name, and she. I don't think she even played it off as that comedic. She played it very dry, which is very British of her.
What she did, though, I think counts. What the fact that she did was
suddenly
like, she was like
Sherlock Holmes,
and she just said, "I got some balls and I'm going to do this." And I don't
exactly.
She's gonna wear a monocle and a checkered hat and a cane, just like
she's
Sherlock
the one
Holmes.
that did the shady move, and yet Lolo is the one that now has the target on her back.
But Lolo has no idea. She still has her head in the sand. She doesn't realize it, does she?
I felt Jordan
kind
basically
of alluded to it.
Yeah, that's how I felt that was.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Another planting the seed of doubt as well. You know?
Well, yeah, there's just a line in the sand, and there's going to be definitely going to be some alliances on teams now.
Overall, let's just say, because I'm sure you guys want to talk about the trailer. For me, I don't want to discuss it, but
there was a spoiler in it.
A huge spoiler.
Spoiler.
That was the West calling out Bananas, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then showing them in elimination against each other.
Yes. And that's when you realize that this is totally... Everyone's out to make some good TV shows.
Do we think this is next episode or in the future?
It doesn't matter.
I felt like it was in the future, but it could easily happen next episode.
Sure.
Because it's the guy's episode coming out.
Yeah.
That's extremely early to do that.
I know. That feels like a main event, like episode 5 right before the final.
Wes and Johnny, just on the show, they don't get along.
And Wes knows if he gets to call someone out, of course.
It's going to be Bananas.
Well, it's not even that. It's just like smart in terms of like what's going to get good ratings. You know, Wes is part of the show for a reason. Like, he can drum up that drama. Like, and he knows that this is a special event. He wasn't on that godforsaken Invasion of the Champions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good on his part. You know? Him and Jordan and Veronica are smart because they held out for the big show. You know, they didn't go on that shitty Invasion of the Champions. So.
But where's Derek? I feel like Derek should have showed up, too.
Yeah. He'll be there for season 3.
But good for Wes.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, all these guys, all these champs are going to be back on season 30, minus Wes.
Yeah, I wish Wes would show up for that.
And minus... No, Veronica's going to be back too, so...
Yeah. Ashley K as well.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Ashley M. Cara, Camilla, like, we just saw these guys too on Invasion of the Champions, that's funny. Anyways, that was the end of the episode. I think it's going to be cool. I think this is going to be better than Invasion of the Champions. and I think it might even be better than season 30, the upcoming one. You know.
No, I don't think it'll be better than the upcoming season.
I think these people are out to make good television. Look at what fucking Louise Hazel did. She knows what she's fucking doing. If you throw in Lolo Jones, who everyone knows, people know her more than Louise Hazel, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's here in America. Yeah.
Well, according to you, I've never heard of either of these people, but...
Oh, okay. Well, either way. I mean, I think...
Lolo Jones or Louise Hazel? One of them was on Dancing with the Stars, too.
Yeah? I'm sure. I think it might have been Lola. I don't know. I definitely am way more interested in her now. I do want to look her up. You know? Like, what the fuck? What do you do and shit? Anyways, that was the end of the episode. So, subscribe, and comment. This is Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.
And...
What? I thought you wanted to talk some more. I'm like, are you kidding me about the reunion again? Enough about the reunion.
Cut you off.
That thong dress is...
I was just gonna say, and neither of those girls were on Dancing with the Stars. I'm Hardcore Dave. That was one correction.
Neither of them were?
No.
I thought I read one of the contestants was on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, not out of those two.
Okay. Well, I like them both.
Maybe Sean, Big Sean, the rapper.
He's not a rapper.
No, but Big Sean is.
Oh.
Wow. Anyways, we're signing off.
Oh, DJ Maddie Nice.
Yeah. And sign off, Homer. Why don't you pan to the mic some more? Oh, now he's looking at me. Okay.
Dog has attacked me the entire time.
Okay.